Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about the goonacide, okay? Now, very ridiculous phrase to come out of my mouth, I understand that, but as you can see by the title, no pun intended, this goonacide situation has gotten completely out of hand, right? So, I don't know if you guys have seen this, it's been like a couple weeks now, it's become a meme, there's people literally showing up to the location in real life, people have like found the guy's personal Facebook and shit and have been scraping it for posts. I mean, there is very few ways you could go more viral than the goonacide guy himself, right? So, unfortunately, I can't show you the actual undoctored footage of what happened. I'll just show you this screenshot right here, but yeah, you probably have seen over the last couple weeks people posting this video talking about it, right? So this guy goes through this drive-through in his car and he's got no pants on, he's just sitting there literally working his shit in the driver's seat while he's about to, I don't know, get his order taken or whatever by this woman. I'm pretty sure it's like some sort of like bikini coffee shop or something. And I guess this guy just couldn't contain himself, right? There wasn't enough hub out there on the internet for him to enjoy himself with. No, this was a certified category 5 grade A gooner right here, okay? He had to double back through the drive-through. Now, apparently this happened multiple times because the person who ended up recording this entire thing recognized the car coming through the drive-through and, you know, recorded the video we all know now where, yeah, he's sitting there stroking his shit. Now, he got pretty nervous when he saw the camera, obviously so. It's bad enough to get caught whacking it. I mean, when you're in the drive-through on video and you're about to be the face of the internet for the next 3 months, that probably isn't the best thing to hit your stomach, right? So he ends up getting the hell out of there. Well, the guy ended up committing suicide because of the entire thing, right? The video, I guess, was too much to bear, or like the attention that he was going to receive for all of this was too much for the guy to bear, and he decided to commit suicide, which, in my opinion, only made things probably a billion times worse, okay? I mean, we quite literally have an entire new phrase to add to our vernacular of internet slang for the year 2025. I mean, goonacide was never once written in the Bible, you know what I mean? And it is now something that millions around the world are aware of because this guy committed suicide over the whole thing. I have to imagine it would have still went viral probably because the video itself is just so fucking absurd and ridiculous and whatnot, right? It probably still would have gotten attention. In reality, the guy might have even been arrested for this because obviously that is against the law. You can't go driving around in public jacking your shit. That's not something that usually people take too kindly to, right? So I don't think it would have gotten this much attention though, right? It probably would have been like most other things online where people talk about it for what, 2 to 3 days, and then next thing you know, everybody forgets about it. I mean, I remember this video that went viral last year of this woman in like a Dollar Tree where a dude was once again just doing his thing in public when he shouldn't have been, and he just like walked up to her and, you know, he shot one off, to say the least, all over this poor woman in public, and she's like freaking the fuck out about it, right? Now, I remember that going viral. It was only really like talked about or had any attention for a couple of days, and then everybody forgot about it because that's what the internet does. Inevitably, something will come along that tops the debauchery that you have pulled off if you are the goonacide guy. But then, of course, he did take his own life, and that just made everything way worse. I mean, now it's just so much more impermeated into everybody's mind. You know, people are making jokes about it, memes about it, right? Well, it's gotten to the point where it's no longer a meme. It is a real life, like, I guess, revolution going on over this whole goonacide thing. So apparently, like I said, you know, people, they've been digging through this guy's Facebook, they've been finding posts and shit like that, tweets, things like that, right? And then on top of that, there is now people showing up to the location where this all took place, and they are, I guess, remembering his legacy, if that's the right way to say it here. So I want you guys to take a look at this shit here. So this is a fucking like vigil candle, okay, with the goonacide guy on the side of it. And you'll notice that there's a like crowd of people in the background that are all kind of standing at attention. That is because the internet has decided to start holding funeral services for this guy, okay? Like I said, they're showing up to the fucking place this all took place at, where the meme has gone viral from and whatnot. And they're literally holding like fucking funeral services and stuff like that. Take a look.
Let's go. Our Nautica. Who are getting Goonacide. Amen. Amen. When I say his name, you say Nautica. Say his name. Nautica. Say his name. Nautica. Say his name. Nautica.
All right, so as you can see, people decided to take the time out of their day to go pay some respects to the Goonicide guy here. And actually, it's gone even further than that. There are now protests that have broken out in favor of the Goonicide guy in remembrance of his legacy, if you will, here. People once again are showing up to the location. I'm assuming a lot of these people are the same people. I think even the guy that you saw kind of leading the whole funeral thing is the same guy you'll see across multiple of these videos, right? People are actually protesting, I guess, over this, right? So
Purchase something.
I can't get a water cup.
We don't allow filming. Yeah. Were you here last night?
No, what's that?
Yeah. Go ahead and turn off.
I can't goon! I can't goon! You killed that man! You killed that man!
as you can see from this video, people are going through the drive-thru. There's even other videos. I think this guy did another video where he went inside and he's, you know, fucking screaming, "I can't goon, I can't goon, I can't goon," you know, holding the guy's picture up and whatnot. Now, like I said, I get it. It's like an internet joke or whatever. People are making fun of this guy for the goonicide shit and whatnot. But it is getting to the point where I gotta assume the employees at the place that this all took place at, they're probably a little fed the fuck up, right? Now, just to kind of put everybody in the shoes of the employees that work at this place, which from every video and image I've seen are pretty much exclusively female, right? These are, you know, young women who are working at this place. They're probably not getting paid too great. You know, they're probably like, you know, college age or whatever. They're not probably making fucking crazy money, right? They are basically the face of this massive internet meme about a guy who was going through the drive-thru and sexually harassing them by whacking off in front of them and shit. Which in and of itself is already a pretty bad thing to go through, right? Pretty shitty thing to go through, right? Now on top of that, every day you go to work after this, where in your off time you've been seeing goonicide on TikTok and shit like that, right? You now are dealing with protests where people are like, you know, biting from the Black Lives Matter, George Floyd shit, right? With the whole, "I can't goon, you know, you killed that man, let that man goon," you know, shit like that, right? They're probably, like I said, pretty fed the fuck up, right? They probably feel like, man, I don't get paid enough to deal with this shit. People coming through and filming us all the time, protesting over this fucking guy who killed himself for whacking off in our drive-thru, right? Like, I gotta assume if you're an employee at this place, work hasn't been that great the last couple of weeks. I mean, like I said, this is what it happened like two and a half weeks ago. The initial thing broke out, but it's just continuing to gain momentum. It's continuing to gain steam. I mean, I've seen people remaking the fucking video in GTA director mode. Like, it's just an insane thing to think about, right? The fact that people have gone through all of this effort to fuck around over this, right? Make this whole thing a big meme, blow it up and everything. And it makes me think, right? Like, imagine being a family member of this guy right now, right? Because, you know, I can't imagine what it feels like. Like, let's say you're the mom, right? You get a call or whatever. It's like, "Hey, ma'am, we regret to inform you that your son has committed suicide after the videos went viral online of him whacking off in the drive-thru down the road," right? Probably not a great phone call to get his mom, right? And then on top of that, you gotta realize that, like I said, people are going in fucking GTA director mode and they're remixing the video of your son. People are holding fucking fake joke protests and whatnot about gooning at the place. Just imagine being like somebody, like old person, old boomer or whatever, who has no concept of like the internet. And you're driving through the fucking drive-thru, "Yeah, I'm gonna get my coffee," or whatever, right? And then you just look over, there's like fucking 600 Zoomers standing on the sidewalk, right? With a bunch of signs of this guy talking about, "I can't goon, let that man jelk," shit like that, right? What do you even fucking do, right? I don't know, man. If you're the business owner that runs this place, honestly, I think the best thing you can do is just shut the business down permanently, right? I mean, I don't think things are ever gonna be the same. It's literally always gonna be known as the place where the goonicide happened, right? It's always gonna be known as that. I would be very unsurprised if you look on like Google Maps in a couple of days and the location on the map is changed to like fucking RIP Gooner or something like that. I mean, the internet is fucking ruthless about carrying the jokes on stuff like this, man. And you gotta think that man is looking up from hell right now. And I gotta imagine his reaction if he could see like how everything went down after all this, right? Probably honestly not what he expected. I don't know what was going through his head, obviously, in his last moments, where it's like, I'm gonna assume he was pretty mortified, you know, he was afraid that his life would be ruined, and that probably contributed pretty significantly into him taking his own life here, right? But like, if you get to see everything afterwards, you know, in afterlife, and you see everything that's going on, I can only imagine his reaction wasn't that he was expecting everybody to turn this into like the biggest fucking joke of 2025. I mean, this is actually gonna go down probably as one of the biggest memes of the year. It's not even it's literally now the end of January, right? And this guy is already probably top 5 jokes of 2025, the whole Goonicide thing, right? And to kind of wrap this all up, I just kind of want to question, I don't know, man, I've never tried this, I don't know, but I gotta wonder, like, what exactly are you getting from gooning in, like, your car at the drive-thru that you wouldn't get from just gooning in the comfort of your own home, right? I don't know, I'm just maybe not educated on game enough to realize, like, what the fuck is going on here, right? But I don't even understand what would compel you to do that, right? Like, why out of everything you could have done, you know, why is it that you wanted to go through the drive-thru with your fucking dick hanging out and do this, right? Like, what exactly is the payoff here? What is the satisfaction of that? I don't know. I don't really understand it, but like I said, when I first saw this, I was like, damn, this guy is going to be the face of everything for about 2 days. No, this man has been turned into a prophet by the internet in a way, right? There are Black Lives Matter-esque, like, Goonicide protests at the location. There are internet funeral services where people are, like, fucking speaking words and whatnot, and have candles with his face on it. I mean, I'm trying to think of other situations online where it's gone this far and, like, people have, like, you know, not glamorized, but, like, you know, like, putting fucking faces on the side of candles kind of thing, right? I don't even think people reacted that way when the Queen died. I mean, it's just such a absurd reaction, and I mean, like I said, I thought it was gonna be a 48-hour meme. It has lasted basically the entirety of the last 2 weeks, and it's still picking up steam. People are still finding out new ways to remix the memes about the Goonicide and shit, man. I mean, it is so far out of hand at this point. I can't imagine what his family is thinking at the moment. Probably not the legacy they anticipated their son leaving behind, but it is the legacy he left behind nonetheless. The Goonicide has become one of 2025's biggest moments online. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about the Goonicide and signing out.